Hello and welcome to Needham High School here for varsity football on BCAM TV as Braintree and Needham set to take the field, and it will be Needham to kick off to the Wamps here to begin the game. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage as Braintree at 2-2 here on the season, looking to get a game over 500 with the victory after Braintree's last game. They had a win over Holliston, 37-24, and trying to carry it over here in a Base Day Conference matchup. So the Wamps will get the football first, and it's an onside kick try as Needham will recover the onside kick. So a trick play here to begin the ball game. And we'll see what the call is down on the sideline. It looked like a pretty clear recovery. But the referees are going to talk it over. And still some deliberation going on between the referees. So Braintree, again, with the victory over Holliston in their last game. The whole Needham sideline saying it's Needham ball, and the referees do not agree. So what seemed like was going to be an onside kick recovery, Braintree gets the ball. Not exactly sure what the call was, whether the ball was out of bounds or Braintree recovered it. And now the referees have changed their mind. I'm not sure what the heck's going on here. Early in the game, this is not a good sign for the ball game if we're already going to have issues this early into a game. And head coach Chamberlain is irate on the other side of the field. He's wondering, how did the call get changed? And I don't blame him. I mean, they made a clear call. Although it did, from my vantage point, look like Needham had recovered the football, but I'm not exactly sure why they decided that after the initial call, they decided to give Needham the football, and then they changed their mind. So it's a very interesting call here that has obviously changed the way this drive is going to start. And Braintree obviously not happy with what has gone on here to begin this game, and we haven't even played 5 seconds, and we've already had a big delay. So Needham steals the possession as they obviously recover the onside kick now, and they will have their first chance on offense. So the first snap of the game. Into the shotgun, out for the pass, and the pass is completed. And about a 5-yard pickup on first down on the pass from Costanton.
Pass was caught by number 16, Ryan Hannigan.
As Hannigan makes the reception. And they get about half of the distance on first down, so it'll be a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, 4. Be 2nd and 6.
Give him an extra yard.
7-yard line.
So the ball at the 47-yard line is Braintree on defense in their white uniforms with the blue trim, gray helmets, and the handoff goes up the middle, and not much there on the carry by number 25, Hoffmeister.
And he is taken down on the play by number 64, Alex Tuck-Lefty.
So Braintree coming in to today at 500, 2-2, but a victory here would give an opportunity to go over that. And they have a 3rd down. 3rd and about 2. Stanton back and hands it off as the first down will be gotten on a little sweep. As Hannigan on the carry gets the first down. It's the first down of the ball game. So no score here early into this game. And if you were late to join, it was an onside kick that was recovered by Needham to begin the game after a little controversy. So the Rockets possessing, driving down the field. Ball placed right now at the 37-yard line on the Braintree side of the field. And the handoff goes up the middle, nothing there.
Ball carried by number 25,
Maybe a yard gained on the carry
He's taken out
by
number
Hoffmeister.
3, Captain Kevin McGum.
So bring up a second down. 2nd and 9.
It will be 2nd and 8 on the 36-yard line.
So no score here in the first quarter of a Bay State Conference matchup here on BCAM TV. Man goes in motion, and the handoff again goes. But a flag is called. It'll be an illegal procedure against the offense. At the high school level, you see so many different players moving at the same time that you see plays like this quite often. And that'll back them up 5 yards. So to make it a 2nd down and long now.
Ball down to 41-yard line. Still 2nd down.
So the ball now placed just outside the 41-yard line. And the carry goes up the middle. And he gets pretty much back to the original line of scrimmage, as the carry was there by number 4, Rufo, one of their captains. So bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down in the 36.
3rd down and about 9. After the penalty, they got about 5 yards on that last carry. Rolling out to his right now is Costanton, and he's going to try and run for it, and he is going to be very close to the yard to gain.
Goes out of bounds.
And this is going to be a close spot on where he was out of bounds, and they actually marked him well short of the line to gain, so it's going to be a 4th down. It looks like there's going to be a holding penalty on the play, so that'll back up Needham even further. So they're going the wrong way now, as the ball is placed at the 43-yard line. This is going to be a 3rd, and I said 3rd and long before. It's going to be 3rd and very long now after the 10-yard penalty. And the Rockets now in danger of having to punt here on their opening drive. Braintree looks to take advantage. So a timeout is going to be taken here from the Needham coach, as head coach Doug Copeso will take the timeout. And Braintree with a big defensive play here. In a 0-0 game, we'll take a quick break in the action as Needham is driving. Braintree looking for a defensive stand. We'll be right back.
Down.
After the timeout, we are ready for 3rd down. And back to pass, Costanton. He rolls to his left, waiting, and the Braintree defense gets there for the sack. And a couple different Braintree players in on the tackle, including Perry Lane, the junior linebacker, getting there. And Matthew Marmai. So Braintree will force a punt on the opening possession. And after Needham had a pretty good start to the drive, they got a 1st down. Then they started going backwards with penalties and then got sacked on 3rd down. Here is the punt. And it's going to take a high bounce where it's downed by number 38, Brendan Morley. So the ball will be placed at the 28-yard line, where the Braintree offense will take over for the first time. As Tellier trots out there to bring the offense on the field. So nothing offensively here in the opening quarter. Lots of flags. Timeout as well, and if you want to consider the timeout at the beginning of the game after the referees deliberated and made the call eventually. So Tellier getting ready for his first snap. As the man goes in motion, and the handoff goes in that direction to Braintree's number 32, Stephen Luongo. As Luongo picks up about 3 yards, 4 yards on the first down carry. So Luongo getting the opening touch. We'll see Franciosa Johnson as well for Braintree. And James Lee. So Braintree with multiple bodies that will run during this game, and Tellier himself will take the ball as well. As Tellier fakes the handoff, does actually indeed give it off, and about 3 yards on the pickup up the middle to the Braintree fullback, as Brooks takes it up the middle. So Braintree with 2 carries, 2 different people with the ball.
All right, Needham fans, it's third down.
So 3rd and 4 for the Braintree offense. First opportunity here with the football in a 0-0 game. Braintree with no receivers, so this looks like a pretty obvious rushing situation, unless Tellier wants to sneak it himself. And he does. Tellier goes up the middle with the football, and he pounds ahead for the first down. So Tellier gets about a half yard more than he needed, and Braintree with their first down. So I expected a running play, and Tellier does deliver. Braintree with 3 ball carriers here on the opening drive. So the ball at the 39-yard line, Braintree on the move. We'll see if Tellier makes his first pass. Garrity to the near side right, and he rolls out to his left. It does deliver the ball down the field, and he missed the receiver, but there is a flag, and we might see a pass interference or a hold against the defender, as the ball was intended for Kevin McGurn, and it is a hold. They call a holding penalty against the defense, which is pretty obvious. McGurn, who had a touchdown in the victory over Holliston, will head over to the Braintree bench now, as the Wamps offense will get another first down. So it's not a pass interference, which would have put the ball at the spot, but that is just a 10-yard holding penalty against the defense. And the Braintree offense again will get ready. Brooks back behind Tellier. And Lee ends up getting the ball as he goes in motion, and he does not get anywhere. Actually loses some yardage as he ran into his own player.
They tackle there behind the line.
So not the start you were looking for there on this first down play.
Taken down by number 40, Jake Reiser.
So Reiser on the tackle for the Rockets, taking him down in the backfield. And that's a loss of 3 yards on first down. So it'll be 2nd and 13 here for the Braintree offense.
2nd down and 13 coming up.
Haven't seen Franciosa Johnson with the touch yet, as Tellier back to pass and complete over the middle to Garrity, who brings it near the first down marker as he's tackled at the 42-yard line. He'll still be short, but makes it a manageable 3rd down. It'll be about a 3rd and 2 for the Braintree offense, as Garrity with the big gain there. About an 11-yard catch and run.
Third down.
So a lot going on here in this first quarter. Both sides have had the ball. Braintree driving. They're inside the Needham 45-yard line. And looking for a third down conversion. And now Braintree wants to talk it over as we have a timeout on the field. So Braintree will have an opportunity here on third down. This might be 4-down territory anyway. And head coach Chamberlain going to talk it over with his offense. As Braintree in the midst of a drive up the Needham side of the field in a scoreless game.
Everyone also want to welcome all those watching live right now on the Needham channel, the Needham Center website. We are live right now. So I want to welcome all of you from wherever you are watching.
So Braintree will have an opportunity here for third down, and they move back about a yard, so it's about third and a long 3. As Needham ready to take the field, Braintree as well. As we're near the end of the first quarter. Handoff goes up the middle, first down. And Braintree will get about 5 yards on the carry by Luongo, who goes up the middle. So Braintree executes it and gets another first down. Third first down of the drive as they're inside the 40 now. Pretty good drive by Braintree to this point. And they're not really in any hurry here on the offensive side of the ball, so if Braintree does indeed score, it might not be till the second quarter. Again, Luongo back behind Tellier, and he gets the carry. And Luongo, about 3 yards on the carry, gets down to the 35-yard line. So Luongo's been busy in the backfield. Not sure if there was an injury to Franciosa Johnson or not, but have not seen him get a carry, and he was so good in the victory over Holliston. And Brooks this time in the backfield. Luongo goes in motion. The handoff goes to Luongo, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. About a yard loss as he's knocked down at the 36-yard line. So another third down for Braintree, another third and long.
All right, Needham fans, it's not time. It's time to get loud. One more time, because it's third down.
So the ball at the 37-yard line. As Braintree with a third down play. This would generally be a passing play, but not always. But Tellier's back to pass. Tellier is knocked down, but he gets the pass off, and it's completed to Brooks. And he takes it down to the 13-yard line. And he's slow to get up, but he does get up. And Braintree with a big first down conversion. And that is the end of the first quarter here at Needham High School. And Braintree and Needham tied at 0 after 1, but Braintree driving, looking for the opening points of the ball game. We'll be back for second quarter action after a quick break here on BCAM TV.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team. If we all show up together, that's what it's all about.
I was a part of helping to build what it is today.
I'm really lucky to get to be a part of that legacy.
Just that simple act that takes 5 or 10 minutes of your time is making a difference and is transforming someone else's life.
Once you get there and realize how much you can change someone's life, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
You guys keep doing what you're doing, it's something special.
Get up and try something. Just try it. Just go to one event, one action team event.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
Welcome back to Needham High School as we are ready to begin the second quarter. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV. And Braintree down inside the 12-yard line, looking for the game's first points. First touch for Franciosa Johnson. Gets to the outside, and he will score on the first play of the second quarter. And Franciosa Johnson, who had a couple scores in the win over Holliston, with a 12-yard rushing touchdown off to the right side. And Braintree takes a 6-0 lead. So beautifully drawn out by Braintree. So we'll see what happens here on the PAT. Braintree's gone for a kicking try here. Getting ready for the kick. And a high snap and a flag. And offside on the defense. So we'll see what Braintree does here on the offside. They could try and go for two here. They're a yard closer. Braintree still is going to kick the point after. So Bonholm ready to kick this. Snap down, kick on the way, and the kick is good. So Braintree converts on the PAT after the 12-yard score by Franciosa Johnson, and Braintree with a 7-0 lead here on the road.
In about a couple of minutes is game 2, the 2021 American League Division Series. The Red Sox and the Rays. The Red Sox currently down 1-0. Looking to tie this series at 1.
So we're ready for Braintree to kick the ball off this time to the Rockets.
Series getting underway here in about 5 minutes in Tampa.
So the Wamps with their first possession of the game. They score on the first drive. Took a long time doing so, but methodically worked up the field. Mostly running plays, but a couple passes mixed in there. And Braintree now will kick off from the 40-yard line in a 7-0 game in favor of Braintree. Again, the Wamps here on the road at Needham High School. They'll be on the road as well next week. And off to kick this one away will be Braintree. As it's sent deep. And picked up by number 3 for the Rockets, Fuentes. As it's picked up at the 24-yard line. So the Braintree defense taking the field for the second time here in this game. Looking for another stand. Two running backs in the backfield, and the handoff goes to number 25, Hoffmeister, and he takes it up to the 30-yard line, but he's slow to get up. And he's going to limp his way off the field. So Needham with a banged-up running back here on this play. Looks like it was a left leg injury there for Hoffmeister. Second down, rolling out to his right and getting out of bounds, and really no gain on the play as the quarterback of Stanton. Not much there. So third down. Looks like about 3rd and 4 from the 30-yard line, their own 30. Just a couple minutes in now to this second quarter. Braintree scored in the opening seconds of the second quarter. The only score of this game by Franciosa Johnson. And the point after was good as the snap was given before the play was ready, and Braintree able to stop him shy of the yard to gain as Ogletree makes the catch, but doesn't go very far. So this will be a 4th down, and they have the punting unit out there. 4th and 2, and they will punt it. That's a nice kick. Deep into the night sky, and it takes a very good Needham bounce. And this one's going to roll inside the 10, and it'll be down at the 7-yard line. So an excellent punt. One of the better ones you'll see. That was very nicely in the air as well with the high spiral, but obviously once the ball hit the turf, it really took a Needham bounce and bounced about 15, 20 yards into the Braintree side of the field where the offense will take over for the second time. Braintree enjoying a 7-0 advantage, but they're going to have a little bit more trouble here on this possession. So Needham looking to stop Braintree and get the ball back, and they have him pinned in deep onto their own side of the field. Teller in the shotgun, and somebody moved on the line, and Braintree going to be a false start. So that is not what you want to see if you're Braintree. Ball backed up 5 yards.
So now Braintree will start at their own 3-yard line.
So the ball will be placed at the 3. It'll be first down for Braintree. 1st and 15. 7-0 lead for Braintree here on the road. Again, Tellier back in the shotgun. Makes the pass, and it's completed over the middle to Garrity on a slant. And Garrity with the second catch of the game.
Tellier's pass complete on the slant to number 3, Cameron Garrity.
So Garrity with the big gain.
Converted that into a Braintree first
And that is a first down play. You don't see that very often at the high school level. You see a 15, 20-yard gain on a pass play. But Braintree with the conversion. So the ball is at the 19. Braintree with the 1st and 10. Handoff goes up the middle, and not really much there. A couple yards maybe on the carry from Brooks.
Number 43, Ryan Brooks. Taken up by number 68, Tucker Barnes. Gonna bring up 2nd down. Down in 8, coming up from the 2-yard line.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Braintree offense. We've seen 2 punts in this game, both by Needham. Braintree with their 2nd possession offensively. As the handoff goes to the man in motion, And a couple yards gain there on Luongo's carry. Luongo has been, for the most part, the primary ball handler here in this game. We've seen Brooks a handful of times. Franciosa Johnson just the one touch, which he turned into a touchdown. And now a third down for the Rockets defense. Tellier with the handoff to Brooks. Brooks breaking towards the line to gain. And he is going to be tackled right at the 30-yard line. And it looks like he's going to be just shy, or at least they're going to measure here. They're not going to say he's short yet. They're going to measure this. And then we'll see what Braintree will do. Looked like he got out to the 30-yard line, which would have given Braintree the first down.
Bring up the chains here for a measurement. If they are short, or if you want to pick up the course.
So the chain gang coming out here. And the ball will be short of the line to gain. It'll be a fourth down.
They are short, so fourth down upcoming.
And let's see if the Braintree offense stays on the field. This is a risky call if Braintree does indeed go for it and does not get it. You're going to give very good field position to the opponent.
All right, Needham trying to fire up the defense. It's fourth down.
So Braintree just needs a couple inches here to get the first down. We'll see if Tellier goes with the QB sneak. Or tries to draw him offside, which does look like he did, and he did it! And Tellier does draw him offside. So Braintree goes to the hard count. And the Needham defense jumps offside. And Braintree will get a first down. That is a back-breaking play for the Needham defense. After Braintree clearly was not intending to even snap that football. And they were able to get the defense to jump offside. You see it so often. So Braintree does get a first down. So Braintree will have a fresh set of downs, and the handoff goes up the middle. And the carry by Brooks for a minimal gain. So still a 7-0 game. Braintree with the football. Braintree really, so far, playing a excellent ball game. They've forced 2 punts. The offense has moved the ball pretty well. And we'll see if they can come down and go ahead by a couple scores. Double handoff, and Braintree will get a big gain here as Luongo ends up being the second recipient of the ball as he gets down to the 43-yard line, and that'll be enough to be short of the line to gain by about a yard. So it'll be 3rd and 1. But Braintree with a nice play on 2nd down. And it'll give him an opportunity here to potentially get another first down. So the Braintree offense hoping for another first down. Tellier's going to take it himself, and he pushes towards the yard to gain, and he gets there with some help from his friends. Still going with the football, and he's ultimately going to be tackled right around the midfield mark. What a nice play there by Tellier as he kept the legs churning, and he gets the first down in the process. He's really played a good game. Actually been really good this season. I haven't seen a ton of Braintree games here this year, but in the games that I've done, he's looked good. So the ball spotted at the 49-yard line on the Braintree side of the field. Here in the second quarter. You're watching Braintree and Needham here on BCAM TV. 7-0 Braintree lead and the ball. And a nice carry coming across midfield and continuing to take them is Luongo as the Braintree run game is starting to really assert themselves. And Luongo took about 3 defenders with him before he was finally taken down. So Braintree on the move now onto the Needham side of the field. So the ball will be at the 31-yard line. And Braintree with a good scoring opportunity here. Looking to go ahead by a couple touchdowns. Lee goes in motion, and the handoff goes up the middle as Tellier takes it himself on the QB keeper. Pretty good gain. About 4.5 yards on the carry by Tellier. So Braintree getting ready. As Tellier again takes it up the middle. And he gets the first down in the process as he is tackled at the 14-yard line. Or make it the 19-yard line, excuse me. As a timeout is taken here by Braintree. So we have a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break in the action. 7-0 Braintree. And they are driving. Timeout. Getting ready to resume play after the Braintree timeout. As the Wamps moving the football up the field. Ball to the 19-yard line. It's Franciosa Johnson. Franciosa Johnson with the second carry. His first carry was a touchdown. This time gets about 5 yards. So the offense moving it down the field, slowly but surely. As Braintree looking to go ahead by a couple touchdowns. Looking to give themselves a little breathing room before halftime. As we're well past the halfway point of the second quarter. Man goes in motion. It's Luongo. Gets the carry. Luongo cuts to the outside. Inside the 10 to the 5. And diving for the end zone touchdown. Luongo. And Luongo makes it 13-0 Braintree. So Luongo, who's been the featured back here in this game, gets rewarded for the touchdown. So Braintree will go for the extra point to make it a 14-0 ball game. On home on the extra point. And the snap down, kick on the way, and the kick is good. So Braintree enjoys the extra point to make it a 14-0 ball game. So certainly about as good of a start as you can look for if you are Braintree here on the road against a very good Needham team, usually year in, year out, and Braintree out to a 2-touchdown advantage.
In the top of the first game, the Red Sox are out to a 2-0 lead over the top-ranked Tampa Bay Rays. 2-0 lead in the top of the first.
So we're waiting the kickoff here by Braintree. So Braintree will kick it off from the 40-yard line. And the kickoff is going to bounce towards the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Needham, so it will remain their ball, but it is not a violation on the kickoff, as the ball will be placed at the 31-yard line. Ends up being a pretty decent kick. So the Braintree defense put to test again. Third time on the defensive side of the ball. They've so far stopped them both times. And Braintree on the offense has scored both times they've had the football. So 14-0 lead for Braintree here on the road at Needham High School. And the handoff goes up the middle. And a pretty good gain here on first down, taking a few Braintree tacklers with him. It looks like he's going to get the first down out of it, as Hoffmeister, who was shaken up last time, is back on the field and he gets the first down. And the referee's now stopping play for a moment. Not sure exactly why they have this little stop in the action here. They're going to take away the first down. So the ball will be placed down at the 41-yard line. Officials have had a little bit of trouble here in this game getting things straightened out. We started on the onside kick try earlier. Looks like they're going to want the play clock to be adjusted. So 1:07 left. And players right now just standing around as the officials try and get the ball spotted and the clock fixed. So in the shotgun will be Costanton. And the handoff goes to the outside, and a lot of room to work with. And Braintree able to upend him at the 25-yard line, but a big gain by Hannigan. So Hannigan who's been one of their spark plugs here in the first half. Haven't had a ton of players involved early in this game. He's been their main source of first downs. As Stanton rolls to his left, he has the receiver open, and he makes the catch as Garrity hammers him out of bounds. And the catch was made by Ferreira. So first and goal now for the Rockets at the 7-yard line. As Braintree with a 14-0 advantage. But a flag is now going to be thrown. Not sure what the flag is. They're going to pick up the flag, apparently.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So first and goal. The man going in motion, Ogletree. And back to pass is Costanton. Costanton with some pressure in his face. As he rolls to his right, looks like he wants to run with it. And he's going to go out of bounds inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. So we're down under half a minute left. You see the clock with 28 seconds left. 14-0 Braintree lead, but that's in jeopardy right now. So this first half, for the most part, has been dominated by Braintree, but the Needham offense looking to end the half in style. They will get the football to begin the second half as well. So a timeout is on the field here with just 28 seconds left in the first half. Braintree with a 14-0 lead, but obviously that may change here in the final 28 seconds. Again, Braintree's played about as good of a half as you can on the road against Needham. 2 touchdowns, both by running backs Franciosa Johnson from 12 yards out on the first play of the second quarter, made it a 7-0 advantage for Braintree, and then a 13-yard score on a rushing touchdown from Luongo, making it 14-0, which is where we stand.
All right, it's second and goal.
Both extra points obviously good in those situations. Needham ready out of the timeout. The handoff goes up the middle and touchdown. But a flag is thrown. No touchdown yet. They're celebrating here, but this may not count. And the flag is going to really change things, potentially. And it's against Braintree, so the touchdown will stand. Obviously declined by the offense. And Braintree now is only up by 1 touchdown. And getting ready now for the point after to make it a 14-7 game. Now they're going to go for 2. Excuse me. Thought they might try the extra point, but now the timeout is taken by Needham. Maybe they just want to see how Braintree would line up. Wonder if they'll switch to the kicking game. So a long wait in between plays. And the offense does remain out there for the 2-point try, it looks like, for the Rockets. We're trying to make it 14-8 before halftime.
All right, Needham's going for 2 here.
So the Braintree defense, who has had a trouble spot at end of quarters here this season, allowing points late. They lost late to Stoughton. Holliston scored in the final seconds of the second quarter, and now Needham scoring in the final seconds of the second quarter here today. The handoff goes up the middle, and Hoffmeister is going to be taken down short of the line to gain, and he will not convert on the 2-point conversion. So Braintree will hold on to a 14-6 advantage.
Braintree 14, Needham 6.
And we'll probably just see a kickoff and a kneel down by Braintree before we get to halftime. So the Rockets score their first touchdown of the game, but they are not able to convert the 2-point try. And Braintree with a 14-6 lead here on the road. As the Wamps currently 2-2 on the season, looking to get above 500 with the victory, and a good first half so far. But there's about 20 seconds left in the second quarter. So the Braintree return team getting set. We saw an onside kick earlier. We'll see if they try something like that here in this case. And they're going to pooch this one where Braintree will field it. Garrity makes the catch, and he's taken down quickly at the 36-yard line. And now Garrity is shaken up. And he's holding that left ankle. And that is not what you want to see for Garrity, who's been very good so far in this game. He's had a couple of receptions. So an injury to Garrity on that sideline as he is helped off the field. Hope he's okay. And I would assume Braintree will just kneel the football and we'll go to halftime. And Braintree will hold on to a 14-6 lead. And Braintree does indeed take the knee, and that'll take us to the halftime break. So Braintree with 2 touchdowns here in the second quarter, Needham with 1 as well. So all the scoring coming here in quarter 2, and we will have a break in the action, and then we will bring back third quarter action here at Needham High School as the Wamps out to a 14-6 advantage. The difference in this game, the touchdown by Luongo from 13 yards out. As Braintree with the 14-6 lead after 2 quarters of play. We'll be back for third quarter action here on BCAM TV.
$1,000.
Hello and welcome back to Needham High School as we are getting ready for the start of the third quarter. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we are ready for the kickoff. Braintree will kick off to Needham who scored a touchdown right at the end of the second quarter to pull within 8 points after missing the 2-point conversion. And the opening kickoff is returned to the 33-yard line. So a short return on the kickoff. And the Braintree defense will be put to test early in the third quarter.
Wonderful setup shot. Begin their first drive in the second half at the 29-yard line.
So it'll be a 14-6 game here to start the third quarter. Needham with the first possession of the second half, as Braintree with an 8-point lead. As the handoff goes up the middle, and a 3-yard gain on first down. So the ball will be spotted at the 38-yard line. Man goes in motion, and the handoff goes back up the middle, and Braintree's defense is ready for it. As Rufo on the carry, he was taken down quickly. As Lane with the tackle for Braintree, as it'll be a third down. So Braintree looking for a defensive stand here to get off the field, get the ball back, and try and add to the total. Back to pass, rolling out to his right is Costanton. Costanton passes, and it's nearly picked off, as Braintree nearly got an interception from their linebacker McGurn, who also plays tight end. And McGurn nearly came up with a huge defensive play, but Braintree does force a punt. It'll bring up fourth down. So Braintree's defense does their job, as the punt will be delivered deep into the air. And again, a nice bounce, and it goes out somewhere around the 20-yard line, and they'll spot it at the 19. So Braintree's offense will take over in their own territory on the first drive of the third quarter. 14-6 lead for Braintree here on the road. As the Wamps trying to get over 500 with the victory here today. And the handoff goes to the opposite side to Lee, and a short gain on first down. Maybe a yard. So the Rockets really could use a defensive stand here. Try and keep Braintree from adding to an 8-point lead. The Rockets nearly jumped offside again. As Tellier rolls out, he's going to throw this one down the field, and just incomplete. As McGurn was open down the field, just could not connect with him. To bring up a third down, as Braintree tried to really worked that one down the field in the air. (14-6) game. Braintree with a big third down, trying to keep the offense moving, but it's going to be a tough spot on the field to do it. As Tellier rolls out to his right, the pass is incomplete.
Tellier's pass is incomplete.
So Braintree will be forced to punt. So a very quick punt for Braintree, as they did not get a first down on their first drive of the third quarter. So Tellier getting ready to punt it away. And the kick is delivered. And it takes a Braintree bounce over midfield. Both sides really getting good bounces on their kicks. And Braintree ultimately downs it at the 41-yard line of the Needham side of the field.
Needham 43-yard line. That's where the Rockets will take over. First down and 10.
So that's where the offense for the Rockets will take over for their second offensive chance here of the second half. Braintree's lead is 8 points heading into this drive, 14-6. It was a touchdown and a failed 2-point conversion for Needham, which is how they have 6, not 2 field goals. And the handoff goes up the middle. And a pretty good gain on first down, as that is the same running back, Hoffmeister. As the tackle was made by Braintree's number 64, Kolsanaku. Again, the handoff to Hoffmeister, and this time he barrels through towards the first down marker. He's going to be close. And it is going to be ruled a first down. So the Rockets with an opportunity here to get closer. And again, the handoff. This time the Braintree defense is ready as Brooks takes him down in the backfield. As Hoffmeister with nothing doing there.
Number 43, Ryan Brooks. Ball is spotted after the 48-yard line. Second down coming up.
Handoff up the middle, Hoffmeister, and Hoffmeister with the big gain. And Braintree trying to take him down. The ball's loose on the ground. It's picked up, and they bring it in for the score. As Hannigan picks up the fumble and takes it in for the potential tying score. So that makes it 14-12, and now they're going to go for 2 to tie the score. So Braintree, who looked like they were going to come up with a potential turnover, the ball was loose on the ground, and Hannigan was there. He picked it up and carried it in for another 20 yards for the score. And a 2-point conversion try. Back to pass, and in the corner of the end zone, it's caught by Ogletree. So Ogletree makes it a 14-14 game here with 7:25 to go.
5 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. We are tied at 13.
It's a long way to go here in the second half, and now we are knotted up at 14. So the Rockets have scored 2 unanswered touchdowns after Braintree jumped out to 14-0 lead. And this game has shifted momentum-wise as we are getting ready for a kickoff. Ball will be placed at the 40-yard line. And we've seen a lot of short kicks by Needham, so I wouldn't be surprised if they try another one, and they do. And the ball is loose, and Braintree is lucky that they picked that one up, as the onside kick is recovered by Braintree. So that was a unique kick. Went against the grain with it. And Braintree picks it up. Looked like Perry Lane was the one to scoop that one up. Getting the hands unit out there. And the offense now, not going to say they have to score here in this drive, but Braintree needs to keep the offense on the field and give the defense a breather here. Franciosa Johnson goes in motion. He gets the handoff. Franciosa Johnson over midfield. And he's taken down at the 49-yard line, 48, depending on the spot.
Number 23 by Franciosa Johnson down the court. Down by number 37, Chris Malcolm.
Braintree with a second down and about 7. As the handoff goes up the middle and down to the 45-yard line on the carry. As Luongo's tackled 3 yards shy of the yard to gain.
Taking up number 4, Captain Adrian Russo. All right, Needham stands on the hill. Time to get loud, but it's third down.
So the ball at the Needham 45, 3rd down and 3. As Tellier hands it off for Brooks. Brooks up the middle, and he gets the first down. So nice 7-yard burst from Brooks, as he ultimately cuts to the outside.
Converted that into a first down for Braintree.
So the ball at the 39-yard line, as the offense will look to move the ball for the go-ahead points. Hand off this time to Luongo, and Luongo with a short gain. Depending on forward progress, might have got a couple yards.
Well carried again by Luongo. Taken down on the play, but number 68, Tucker Barnes.
(14-14). Braintree and Needham here in the third quarter. The tying score by the Rockets and the 2-point conversion.
From the 38-yard line.
And another handoff, and again Luongo, short gain, down to the 35.
32, Luongo then on the carry. Taking out again, number 68, cut the run.
Should bring up a third down. 3rd and 6.
All right, Needham, Kansas, down.
So the Braintree offense, who had to punt on their only opportunity here so far of the second half, trying to keep the ball moving up the field. Looking to convert again. Garrity, the only receiver, out to the left. And the handoff goes to Brooks, and Brooks is going to be stopped short of the first down marker by a couple yards.
Short of the first down.
And a 4th down. Braintree probably would go for it here, I would think, at this spot on the field. They're down to the 31-yard line. Too long for a field goal. Probably too close to punt it. Might as well try and go for it. Thank you for watching here on BCAM TV. Braintree and Needham. And Braintree got to be close as the carry is there. And it's all going to depend on the spot. And it looks like Braintree is short of the yard to gain. And they're going to be stopped on downs. Did not look like a great spot from the far official. And Needham has stopped Braintree here on 4th down. Did not look like a good spot at all. I'm not saying Braintree got the first down, but where the ball was marked was certainly not where he had gotten. Looked like he had gotten at least another half yard, which would have made it very close, and at least a measurement would have been needed. And Braintree does not get the call here. So Needham will take over on the turnover on downs. And they have their first chance of the game to take the lead. So Braintree's defense is going to have to make a play now. As Hoffmeister on the carry, a couple yards on the scamper to the left. And there is a flag on the play. Late flag thrown in. So 14-14, and the call is a hold against Needham. So that'll help the Braintree defense. And that'll really make it a lot tougher for the Rockets on the offensive side to get something started. But that's what Braintree needed. Braintree needs to catch a break here. Everything going in Needham's favor right now. They got the tying score, then they got the turnover on downs, and now they get the football back. And the ball's on the ground. And the quarterback able to fall on it, because Stanton, that was dangerous. Ball security has been a big issue for both sides at points this season. And Braintree hoping to force a turnover. But they're in a good spot here. It was already second and long. And then the ball was fumbled. It was 1st and long. Now it's going to be even longer than that. It'll be 2nd and about 22. As Stanton back to pass. Braintree with some good pressure defensively. The ball thrown up for grabs, and it is intercepted. As that one was picked off by number 45, Matthew Marmai. Looks like Brooks also in the vicinity.
Braintree will have it at the 22-yard line.
So Braintree gets a big break. I don't know what Costantin was thinking there. He's already going to be tackled for a loss, but you do not want to just throw the ball up for grabs like that. He was trying to get it to the sidelines, but that was a dangerous play, and Braintree's able to capitalize, as now it's Franciosa Johnson on his carry as he gets down inside the 20-yard line on the first down carry.
There, Mario Franciosa Johnson on a carry, taken down by number 2, Josh Melia.
So Melia on the tackle for the Rockets as Braintree's offense looking for the go-ahead points as we play late in the end of this third quarter, and I think Braintree might just try and run out the clock here.
Second down coming up.
Second down. As Tellier does snap it, hands it off for Brooks, who's been very good in this game, and the handoff brings it down to around the 15-yard line. They'll spot it at the 16. And Braintree's offense will face a third down. Big play here. As the snap taken by Teller, rolls to his left, and the pass is incomplete. Bobbled by Franciosa Johnson, and it falls incomplete. And that is the end of the third quarter. So that'll bring up a fourth down for the Braintree offense when we return in a 14-14 game here on BKM TV. Back here at Needham High School, start of the fourth quarter. Mike Walser bringing the coverage here on BKM TV in a 14-14 game. There's the Braintree offense on the move, fourth down and 5. Tellier getting ready. Back goes in motion, and as Tellier goes up the middle, and he is going to be stopped short of the yard to gain, it looks like. It's going to depend on the spot. Thought I saw a flag on the field. And it is a flag. But the ball is short, and Braintree turns it over on downs. And Braintree just, for the second time in this game, just can't get that short yardage. And an unfortunate sequence here in this game where all the momentum has clearly gone on the Needham side of the field. After Braintree jumped out of the gates with a 14-0 advantage, a late score in the final 30 seconds made it 14-6 at halftime, and then in the third quarter, Needham tied it up. And now here to start the fourth. They have the ball in their own territory deep at the 14-yard line. And a fumble as Braintree is able to get the sack as Perry Lane ends up taking him down. As Costantin lost control of the football, and then it was a big loss from there. So 11.5 remaining in the ball game. Braintree and Needham tied at 14, but that'll go down as a 4-yard loss And they're lucky they held on to that football. Looks like a much bigger loss than that. I think it's more than 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Costanton in his own end zone. Rolling to his right, throws it out, and it's incomplete for Ogletree as he was defended by Garrity.
Defender for number 88, Captain John Ogletree.
So Braintree's defense needing a stop here on 3rd and long with 11 minutes on the dot remaining.
Third down coming up.
Back to pass. And Costanton throws. It is completed to the 21-yard line.
Number 3, Marcus Fuentes.
As Fuentes was the catch. They actually give him another couple yards.
Not get the first.
And he does not get the first down. As Braintree stops him short.
Fourth down coming up.
So 4th down in their own territory. And this would be a very gutsy decision if they go for it.
All right, fans, Needham go for it on fourth down.
Oh, wow. They're going to go for it here. Maybe they're going to try and drop Braintree offside. They go for the QB sneak. And up the middle they go, and they get the first down. Wow, that is one heck of a call by their head coach, Doug Capesso. I mean, that is, I guess you can call that a winning play, but give that, you don't get it. You give Braintree the football at their own 25-yard line. You're talking about pretty much already an automatic red zone chance, and Braintree with the potential go-ahead score, but Needham does keep the football. Stanton rolls out. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be a hold on Needham as they throw the ball up for grabs. And it is almost intercepted as the ball fell free. And it looked like Marmai nearly had the interception. And a hold is coming as Braintree looks like they'll probably take the penalty. Braintree does take the penalty. Holding call against the defense. As an injured player getting helped off the field. So it'll be a first down and 20.
First and 20 coming up.
Needham moving the ball backwards again. They did the same thing in the second half, or the second quarter, excuse me. As the handoff is going to be pretty good gain on first down, but Braintree with plenty of room to work with. That's Hoffmeister on the carry. Takes it out around the 28-yard line.
Yard gain, but it will lead to a 2nd and 9.
So good gain on first down. As Hannigan goes in motion out to the far side right. And the handoff goes up the middle for Hoffmeister. And Hoffmeister with the big gain and a first down to the 44-yard line. And Hoffmeister really churning some big yards late in this game. Handoff goes up the middle, and Hoffmeister is tackled this time and met at the line of scrimmage. Actually, that wasn't Hoffmeister. That was number 28, Jake Geller, getting the carry. First time we've seen somebody other than Hoffmeister carry the football.
Game 2, we're 2nd and 8.
To the Rockets with the ball at their own 46-yard line. As Hannigan again goes in motion. Back to pass. Stanton rolls to his left. Still rolling and waiting for somebody to throw it to, and then throws it on the sideline. And the catch is made along the sidelines by number 3, Marcus Fuentes. Looked like he was going to throw that one away, and they make the completion. And it is going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and 1 for the Needham offense with a 14-14 game on our hands. Handoff goes up the middle, and a 1st down by Hoffmeister as he's tackled at the 39-yard line. So 1st down for the Rockets. And the handoff goes up the middle to their fullback as Rufo on the carry. So a very short gain on 1st down. About 2.5 yards. As Stanton rolls out to his right, the pass is incomplete. It was bobbled and then knocked out as Hannigan had the football and could not hold on. That would have been a nice completion, and it would have been very close to a 1st down. But instead it brings up a 3rd down. And Braintree now looking for a stop. The defense has been pretty good this season for Braintree in these type of moments. But we'll see what they can do. Shotgun. With Rufo going in motion. Back to pass, Stanton. Pressure by Perry Lane. Lane forces the throw, and he throws it away. So that brings up a 4th down situation. Excellent pressure by Lane. So they're going to go for it at their own, or actually at the Braintree 36. 4th down. 4th and about 6. Stanton back to pass. Braintree with some good pressure again, and the ball is incomplete. And the receiver was open, just could not hang on. And Braintree catches a break. That was a catchable football, as it looked like Hannigan could not convert. He was open and just could not hang on. So now, Braintree will get the football back as we're near about the halfway point here of this fourth quarter. Handoff goes to Luongo. He cuts back up the middle, and Luongo with a great carry as he nears the midfield mark, and he's taken down at the 48. So Luongo with a first down carry. And Braintree right in business. So the Wamps moving it right up the field, looking for the go-ahead score. Next points of this game may be the winning points. And the pass is complete over the middle as Garrity with another catch. Continuing to favor that left ankle, it looks like. But he's toughing it out here. And Braintree with another first down. So back-to-back first down plays as Braintree nears the red zone. Ball placed at the 43-yard line. Braintree on the move. 14-14 game as the handoff goes to Brooks, and Brooks with the short gain as he is hammered back by number 77, Peter Epikriakis. They're actually going to give him no gain on the play. Bring up 2nd and 10. And Braintree, of course, keeping the clock moving. Looking to make this one the final possession. Handoff goes to Luongo, who rolls to the left side of the field as he bounces outside and gets decent gain on the play. About 5 yards, as it'll bring up a 3rd and 5 in a 14-14 game. Braintree working it inside now, the 40-yard line. Teller getting ready. Big 3rd down play. And the handoff goes to Franciosa Johnson. He gets some blockers. Franciosa Johnson gets to the outside and hits the edge. Down inside the 10-yard line is Franciosa Johnson. And when Braintree's needed a big play in this game, he's delivered. Really has all season. And that puts Braintree now in field goal range as this game nears the end with 3.5 remaining. 14-14 game. And Braintree in no hurry. Looking to use some clock. So the defense hoping to hold Braintree, but right now the Wamps in prime position to take the lead. The handoff goes to Brooks, and he gets a couple yards as he takes it down to about the 6-yard line. And Braintree now takes the game under 3 minutes left. So the ball will be spotted actually at the 7-yard line with 2nd and goal. And 2:40 left. Clock still moving. And Braintree back to pass. The pass, oh, it's incomplete. Garrity had his hands on it. and could not bring it down as number 1, Edgar Vasquez, made the play. And again, Garrity is shaken up on the play. He's been hurt pretty much the entire game. Continued to be banged up, and he's down this time and needs some medical assistance with 2:29 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Braintree with a 3rd and goal upcoming. As we have an injury on the field, we will take a break in the action. 14-14 Braintree with 3rd and goal upcoming after this.
All right, fans, huge play. It's third.
Welcome back here to Needham High School as the injured player Garrity helped off the field. 3rd and 7, and Braintree on the carry, and they are not going to get anything as Luongo pretty much goes nowhere, and a timeout is taken by Braintree. Not really sure why they take a timeout here to stop the clock. And it brings up a 4th down situation. So Braintree hoping that they can kick potentially the go-ahead field goal here, if they want to try that. But we'll see what Braintree does when they come back on 4th and 7. 2:21 remaining. As the Needham defense trots back out there. And Braintree is going to try the field goal. Bonholm getting ready to take the field goal. Garrity will hold. Snap. Good hold. The kick on its way, and the kick is good. As Braintree takes the lead 17-14 with 2:24 left. So Braintree back in front, as that'll quiet down the crowd. And the Rockets playing from behind again, needing at least a field goal to keep the game going. So going off of the rosters given here, can't say it's 100% accurate. It's just the rosters that we were given at the beginning of the season. You would think that generally during the season, players' jerseys may change. There may be call-ups, there may be injuries. But for the time being, Braintree with the 17-14 lead after the go-ahead field goal. So the crowd trying to get their team back in this game, as Braintree looking to hold on. And the kickoff by Braintree. A short kickoff fielded at the 25-yard line, and Braintree with some good special teams, as they were very quickly there on the tackle. That was Elkery on the tackle for Braintree, number 42, with a short gain for the Rockets on the kickoff return. 2:19 remains in the ball game. And Braintree looking to hold on for the win here on the road. The Rockets have not led in this game. Braintree has never trailed, so they are trying to hold on after the latest field goal. See if the defense can make one more big stand. The handoff and a good gain here as Braintree cannot take him down. Hoffmeister. And Hoffmeister finds his way for a first down as he's tackled at the 44-yard line, and the Rockets will move it quickly as the clock starts. And again, the carry. This time, Braintree cannot bring him down after the initial contact in the backfield. Looked like Brooks made some contact. Actually, that was Elkery in the backfield that made some contact, but could not take Hoffmeister down. He's been pesky. And a timeout, I think, by Braintree here. Yep, the defense wants a timeout. Not a bad timeout here, as Braintree has not really been able to slow down this rushing attack on the first couple tries. And Needham still has to move the ball. You have to think at least another 30 yards or so for a reasonable field goal try. But I think the Rockets are looking for a touchdown to win the game. So the Braintree defense looking to lock in here. Ball placed at the 49-yard line. Braintree defense looking to make a play. As Hannigan goes in motion, he gets the ball and gets probably a first down. As Hannigan, who's been a dynamic threat for them, and it is a first down, as the ball will be placed at the 40-yard line right on the dot. The ball still on the move. And a short gain this time. And another timeout. 17-14 game. Braintree with the lead. The game in the balance right now. The Wamps with a 3-point edge. So coming out of the timeout, we'll see what the Rockets can do. Back to pass. Braintree bringing 3 men on pressure, and it's a screen play, and Braintree had it handled perfectly. As Brooks makes the tackle. And the Rockets did not fool anybody there.
Number 4, Adrian Rufo.
So Rufo on the completion, but the Braintree defense with an exceptional play. The Rockets in some trouble now. Third down and long. As Fuentes goes in motion. Here's some more pressure. Braintree with some good pressure in the backfield, and Costanton does a good job to escape the pressure and at least get some positive yards as he goes out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Makes a positive play out of what looked like it could have been a sack in the backfield. So this is the ball game right now.
Ball spotted at the 42-yard line.
Ball at the 41-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And they need 11 yards to get it. 4th and 11. See if Braintree plays some softer coverage, but this is the ball game. And I don't think we're going to see a play before a timeout. So Braintree is going to take a timeout and set up their defense. This is a huge play for the Braintree defense, who's made a handful of big plays in this game, but they need one more. So this has been a heck of a ball game. Great game between two Bay State Conference teams, Braintree and Needham. And Braintree, who has never trailed in this game, got a go-ahead field goal with 2.5 minutes left. And right now, that is the difference in this ball game. All of Braintree scoring was in the first half until that field goal. And that's all Braintree's needed here in the second half to take the lead. The Rockets game on the line. 4th down and 11. Let's see if Braintree brings some pressure. Watch out for Ogletree and Hannigan. They've been the top two guys they've gone after. And back to pass as Braintree brings the pressure, and they take him down. But there is a flag down as Braintree with the sack as Elkery, and it is going to be a turnover on downs as the Braintree defense with the play of the game. After it was a go-ahead field goal that gave Braintree the lead. Now, a chance for Braintree to end this ball game. And they can just kneel it down, as Braintree will be in winning formation. And the Rockets had their chance. They could not convert. Too many penalties in this game for the Rockets that finally caught up to them. And Braintree will kneel it down as Tellier takes the knee. And Braintree's going to move to 3-2 with the win here. A big victory for Braintree after a nice win over Holliston at home, their first home game of the season. And then Braintree will be back on the road at Walpole for a tough game. But Braintree getting the victory here at Needham. And this is a one that Braintree will certainly remember as a game that came down to what was a field goal attempt that wins the game. And the teams now will go to the respective benches. Braintree, of course, mobbing their own teammates, knowing that they won this game. And Needham with their heads down a little bit after a heartbreaking loss here at home to Braintree, 17-14, the final score. And Braintree, again, the go-ahead field goal with 2.5 minutes left from about 20 yards out, 25 yards out or so. And Braintree with the winning points on that kick. Never trailed in this game. And head coach Chamberlain and his team moving to 3-2 with the win here on the road. So a well-played game by both sides. Braintree getting their points in the first half. Or their 2 touchdowns in the first half. Franciosa Johnson opening the scoring with a 12-yard run. And the extra point making it 7-0. And then Luongo on a 13-yard touchdown run. And the extra point to make it 14-0 before Hannigan was able to make it actually tie up the score in the second half. After a 2-point conversion was failed in the first half, the touchdown was 14-6 at halftime. And then the touchdown in the second half with the 2-point conversion by Ogletree. Tied it at 14 before Braintree went ahead for good on the field goal. And Braintree with a 3-2 record now after a thrilling win here on the road over Needham. A big win for the Wamps here on the road. As our coverage will conclude, I want to thank our cameraman here today, Mark Chavis, for being here for this game. I'm Mike Wassel, and we will see you next time.